Dear students, welcome to our channel Physics for Beginners. In last lecture, we have studied about linear simple harmonic motion and angular simple harmonic motion comparatively on the basis of 5 points. First, we consider definition, then we consider its differential equations, then we consider period, formula for its period, then we consider 2 examples of each. In linear simple harmonic motion, we study example of simple pendulum and spring mass oscillator. In angular simple harmonic motion, we studied 2 examples, torsional pendulums and motion of magnet in uniform magnetic field, that is, magnet vibrating in uniform magnetic field. Dear students, today we are going to learn more about free harmonic oscillations, damped harmonic oscillations, forced oscillations and resonance. So let us see step by steps. So dear students, we consider in linear simple harmonic motion of simple pendulum. You already studied a heavy spherical bob. This is a heavy spherical bob. It is suspended from the rigid support by means of a string. When this bob displaced from its mean position, so let us consider this bob displaced to its mean position to this point. When this bob displaced through mean position and released, we pull this bob from its mean position towards right, then it is released. What is our experience? The bob performing linear simple harmonic motion when amplitude of oscillation is small. So why this bob perform linear simple harmonic motion? So we studied that when this bob displaced from its mean position, restoring force developed in the body. When this bob released, due to the restoring force which is directed toward the mean position, the bob displaces toward the mean position, but it has got high velocity at mean position. Even restoring force, it can't stay there, and this can be explained on the basis of property of inertia. Due to the property of inertia, this body move towards the left hand side of the equilibrium position, as the same displacement on the right hand side, only direction is different. So this bob performing linear simple harmonic motion. Again we consider the second example in order to study linear simple harmonic motion, that is spring mass oscillator. There is a spring, there is a block of mass m, and it is suspended from rigid support. So let us consider a block of mass m performing linear simple harmonic motion. This bob suspended by means of spring. This bob suspended by means spring from the rigid support. This is a mean position or equilibrium position. When this bob pulled in downward and released, what is our experience? This block of massium also perform linear simple harmonic motion about their mean position along the straight line. Due to the elasticity property, when this block extended in downward direction, restoring force develop in the body, which also develop in the block of massium. So when it is released, it perform linear simple harmonic motion. Explain as the same on the same basis explain in simple pendulum. So when we study motion of simple pendulum, when we study spring mass oscillator, in both the case, we consider only single force developed in that body, and that force is a restoring force. So we write F is equal to minus kx. Restoring force directly proportional to displacement from the mean position, and it is oppositely directed to displacement from mean position. So F is equal to minus kx, and according to Newton's second law, we can write F is equal to mass into acceleration. So we get equation F is equal to minus kx is equal to ma. From this we obtain a differential equation of linear SHM, and from that again we obtain value of acceleration is equal to d2x upon dt square is equal to minus omega square x. Again we find from this acceleration velocity v is equal to plus minus omega in square root of a square minus x square. Again we find the general expression for displacement in a linear SHM. So displacement x is equal to a sine of omega t plus alpha. So we find acceleration, we find velocity, we find displacement. So when we consider such type of oscillations in which only single force, that is only restoring force acting, and body performing oscillatory motion, such motion is called as pre-harmonic oscillation. What is it called? Pre-harmonic oscillations. Pre-harmonic oscillations. So now we define pre-harmonic oscillations. When a body displaced from its mean position and it is released due to the restoring force, body performing oscillatory motion about the mean position with a natural frequency of the body. Such type of oscillations are called as pre-harmonic oscillations. This motion is repeated again and again, so it is a harmonic function, just like trigonometric sine and cos are harmonic function. So here sine is there, so it perform oscillatory motion, repeating motion. So this motion is pre-harmonic oscillations. Pre-harmonic oscillation. Now when a body displaced displaced from its mean position. So when body displaced from mean position, what will happen? Restoring force developed. So we write restoring force. Due to this restoring force, it performs oscillatory motion. It performs oscillatory motion. And when body oscillates, it has frequency, and that frequency is natural frequency. Natural frequency of the oscillation. So such a type of oscillations is called as free harmonic oscillation. You are already studied in detail already. Now we have to consider forced oscillations. Forced oscillation, that is forced oscillation. Before we going to study forced oscillation, we have to study damped harmonic oscillations. What we have to study? Damped harmonic oscillations. Damped harmonic oscillations. So when we study the motion of simple pendulum, the motion of spring mass oscillator, here what we consider? We consider ideal case. When we study all these equations, we assume that the amplitude of oscillation remains constant. Here amplitude A, small a or capital A is a constant. So when this body performing oscillatory motion, about mean position, this amplitude remains throughout the motion. There is no change in amplitude. But what is our practical experience? Our practical experience is different from this. So when the bob of simple pendulum performing linear simple harmonic motion about their mean position, or they are oscillating about their mean position, we notice that the amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing, and finally it comes to zero. The amplitude becomes zero and motion stops. Similarly, in case of spring mass oscillator, when block performing to and fro motion about the mean position in a straight line, its amplitude gradually decreasing, and finally motion stops. So question is arise, why the amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing? So first we try to explain the motion of simple pendulum. Let us consider this is a simple pendulum. Let we give the amplitude of 5 centimeter. Let us consider for example. Let us consider we give amplitude of 5 centimeter. Five centimeter. When this bob displaces 5 centimeter away from the mean position and it is released, the bob come to mean position and it goes to the extreme left having displacement 5 centimeter. But after some time, when we try to observe this motion, the amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing. So let us consider after interval of 30 seconds, the amplitude of oscillation decreasing by some amount. So same amplitude described at that time on the other side. Again, after some time, the amplitude of oscillation again goes on decreasing. So question is arise, why amplitude is decreasing? So when we consider one of the example, when we consider one body and we apply 5 Newton force acting on that body, the body is in motion. Again we apply force of 5 Newton in the same direction. What will happen? The body move with high velocity. So when we apply the force in same direction, resultant force is 10 Newton. So resultant force acting in body. So body is in motion with high velocity. But what will happen when we apply the force on the body 5 centimeter in this side and same force is applied on opposite side? What will happen? The resultant force acting on that body is at 0. So body is in equilibrium position. Body does not move. So when we apply the force, there is a change in state of the motion. Equal and opposite force acting on that body, body is at rest. When same force apply, two forces apply on the same body, they are in motion. So due to the external force, body is in motion, or state of motion of the body due to changing due to external force, due to unbalanced force, or due to impressed force acting on the body. So when there is a change in state, when we consider amplitude of 5 centimeter, there is a displacement of 5 centimeter, so restoring force is also large, because F directly proportional to displacement and oppositely directed. So let us consider when amplitude of oscillation become 5 centimeter. Initially when it is a 5, the value of force is large. When the amplitude of oscillation is 4, the magnitude of force decreasing. When amplitude of oscillation become 1, the amplitude decreasing, restoring force also decreasing. So there is a decrease in force. So it will indicate that there must be an additional force acting on the body. When this is in motion, amplitude goes on decreasing, we don't apply any external force by external agency, so amplitude decreasing, so it indicates that there must be opposing force acting on that body. And so such a type of force which acting on the oscillatory motion of the body, then amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing and it finally stops the oscillations. Due to the dissipation of energy, such a type of motion is called damped harmonic oscillations. What is called? Damped harmonic oscillations. So when amplitude of oscillation, amplitude of oscillation of the oscillating body decreasing gradually, slowly, and finally motion stops, means amplitude is equal to 0. When amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing gradually, or there is a stop in the motion of the body is stopping, so such a type of oscillations is called damped harmonic oscillations. If amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing gradually, finally the motion of the body stops due to dissipation of energy. Dissipation of energy. Such a type of motion is called as damped harmonic oscillations. So, when we consider damped harmonic oscillations, what we have to consider? There must be additional force acting on the body in addition to restoring force. So, when we try to study the motion of damped harmonic oscillations, we have to apply Newton's law in a different way. So, here when we consider body oscillating, restoring force, that is Fr, acting on the body directly proportional to displacement, and it is oppositely directed. Now we have to consider the force which opposes the motion, that is called as a damping force. So damping force proportional to what quantity? So dear students, we already studied that when both performing oscillatory motion about their mean position, the amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing and finally the oscillation stops. What it indicates? When amplitude or displacement is large, restoring force is also large. And when this bob comes to mean position and it come from maximum amplitude, then velocity is also high. When this displacement become 4 centimeter, F directly proportional to displacement, so restoring force also decreasing. So when this bob come to mean position from 4 centimeter, its maximum velocity also goes on decreasing at the mean position. So it indicates that when amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing, there is a decrease in displacement from the mean position, or there is a decrease in amplitude of the motion, and due to decrease in amplitude, the velocity of the particle or velocity of the body which are in linear simple harmonic motion also changing. So there is a change in state of the motion, and from this we can say that whenever there is a change in state of the motion of the body, some external force acting on the body, and this is from Newton's first law of motion. Every inanimate body continues in a state of rest or state of uniform motion unless it is acted upon by external force. So when body is at rest, to change the state we have to apply the force. When body is in motion, to stop we have to apply external force. We have to increase the velocity, apply the force. We have to decrease the velocity, apply the opposing force. Here restoring force or decreasing, it means that there is an additional force acting on the body or bob of simple pendulum in opposite direction, and so this force is called as damping force. This force is called as damping force. So when we consider free harmonic oscillation, amplitude of oscillation remains constant, only restoring force acting on the bob or only restoring force acting on the body. But when we consider amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing, so we come to conclusion that there is an additional force acting on the body. And so in addition to restoring force, there is one more additional force, that is damping force acting on that body. When amplitude remains constant, only restoring force. When amplitude decreasing, in addition to restoring force, there is a damping force acting on the body. So, when we study the motion of damped harmonic oscillations, such type of oscillations are damped harmonic oscillations. When we study these damped harmonic oscillations, we have to consider two forces. One is restoring force acting on the body, Fr, restoring force. Again we have to consider an additional force, Fd, which is called as damping force. And so the total force acting on the body is the sum of restoring force and the damping force. So F is equal to Fr plus Fd, and according to Newton's second law, F is equal to mass into acceleration. And then we have to find its acceleration, velocity, displacement and amplitude according to this equation. So when we consider this motion is damped harmonic oscillations. Now we have to define what is meant by damped harmonic oscillations. Now you already studied this is a oscillatory motion. So the oscillatory periodic motion of the body, in which amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing gradually. It is a oscillatory periodic motion in which amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing gradually, and due to which finally motion stops, and this happens due to the dissipation of the energy. Such a motion is called as damped harmonic oscillations. So the oscillatory periodic motion of the body, in which amplitude of oscillation goes on decreasing and finally the motion stops due to dissipation of the energy, such a motion is called as damped harmonic oscillations. Now we have to consider what are the different sources which are responsible for damping force. So we have to consider sources of damping force. Now there may be friction at the support. When these bob performing oscillatory motion at the support, there may be friction. So first factor is friction at the support. Friction at support. The second factor is frictional forces between two surfaces or due to the viscous force. Frictional forces between two bodies or viscous force. When we study linear simple harmonic motion, we consider the block is moving on the solid surface. So there is a motion between two surfaces. At that time, the frictional force here represent damping force. But when we consider motion of simple pendulum, motion of the spring mass oscillator, at that time it is the motion is in the fluid. The motion of simple pendulum in air or the motion of simple pendulum when we perform in liquids. So at that time the opposing force is called as viscous force. So there are two sources for damping force. One is friction at the support. The second one is frictional forces between the two bodies, solid bodies, or when the body is moving in the fluid, then it is called as viscous force. Due to this opposing force, amplitude goes on decreasing. When the body performs motion, there is a opposition due to the damping force. But in order to overcome the damping force and to perform the motion of the body, some energy is used from the system of body to overcome this damping force, and this appear in the surrounding in the form of thermal energy. So when the body performing damped harmonic oscillation, at that time there is a dissipation of the energy. So energy of that system oscillating goes on decreasing. Finally energy becomes zero and motion stops. So now we have to consider what are the different factors on which damping force depends. So damping force depends on which factors? The damping force depend upon on which factor? So damping force depend upon nature of the medium. First factor is nature of medium, and the second factor is size and shape of the body. Size and shape of oscillating body. Size and shape of oscillating body. So when we consider motion of the simple pendulum in air, at that time the viscous force due to the air is small. But when we perform the motion of the bob in the liquid or more denser fluid, at that time more damping force and the motion stop immediately as compared to previous. So it depends upon nature of the surrounding medium. The second factor is size and shape of the body. When the size of the body is high, the damping force is also high. So these are the two factors on which damping force depend: nature of surrounding medium and the size and shape of the oscillating body. Now we have to consider, that when we consider linear simple harmonic motion, at that time we consider the restoring force is a function of displacement. So Fr directly proportional to displacement and oppositely directed. So here question is arise, the damping force is function of what quantity? So we come to express that when we increase the motion of the speed of the vehicle, at that time we observe that the frictional force between the surface of the road and wheels of the vehicle also increasing. So when the body oscillating with high velocity, at that time the damping force is also increases. So damping force is a function of velocity. So when we go by the vehicle on the road, at that time we move in forward direction and the frictional force opposes the motion of the vehicle. So from this we conclude that the damping force is opposite to velocity of the body. So F directly proportional to minus V. And one can evidence we can also get that damping force depend upon velocity, or damping force is a function of the velocity from the Stokes law. In Stokes law, when a small sphere falling through a fluid, that is liquid, there exists a damping force, and that damping force is given by, or that damping force or that viscous force is given by F is equal to 6 pi eta RV. So here 6 pi is constant. The liquid whose coefficient of viscosity is taken is also constant. Radius of the sphere also constant. So from this we conclude that damping force directly proportional to velocity, and it opposes the motion, so they are in opposite direction. So we study the free harmonic oscillations and damped harmonic oscillation. Now question is arise, when amplitude of oscillation of this motion is decreasing and we have to keep the amplitude constants, so what we have to do? We have to apply an external force. Suppose this bob move 5 cm from this and it come to this position. After that its amplitude decreasing. So we have to give such amount of force, we have to give such amount of mechanical energy so that amplitude remains constant. So we have to use the periodic force. We have to apply external periodic force. So when body is vibrated by using external periodic force with a frequency different from natural frequency of body. When we vibrate any body due to external periodic force, it is vibrated with frequency of external periodic force. That frequency is called as driving frequency. So such a type of motion is called as forced oscillation. So when a body is vibrated or oscillated due to external periodic force with a frequency different from natural frequency of the body, such a type of motion is called as forced oscillations. Now we have to consider resonance. Resonance is a special case of forced oscillations. When a body is made to vibrate by using external periodic force with a frequency of a natural frequency of the body, it means that natural frequency of the body and driving frequency of external periodic force are the same. At that time, body vibrate with large amplitude. Such a type of forced oscillations is called as resonance. We are studied the forced oscillations and resonance in detail in case of sound wave motion. Thank you.